Hey everyone. So I've been messing around with Delirium for the past couple of days, and I have finally figured out how the league mechanic works exactly. So I decided, I'll make a YouTube video, YouTube guide, so that other people can kind of know what the whole league mechanic is about. Because, as you may know, it got a significant rework. So, firstly, why Delirium? Well, there's a couple league mechanics in the game, right? There's Breach, there's Abyss, there's Delirium, Ritual, and Temple. I skip Temple League. I'm a PoE 1 enjoyer, PoE 2 tourist, so I don't really know much about Temple. Ritual gives you a bunch of uniques. It's kind of like a jackpot thing. I'm not really sure on the profitability on that. I'm sure it's kind of not bad, but yeah, I wasn't really too sure. Felt like it was a little bit too risky. So my first league mechanic was Breach. Really bad. Do not do Breach. Really bad profitability. And then Abyss, it's like Fub Guns farming Abyss. Usually Fub Gun strats are really overpriced for no reason, and unless you're like a top zoomer, you're just not going to get really good profit per hour. So the only league mechanic left to farm was either Delirium or Expedition, but Expedition is also, as you know, very meta strategy right now. So yeah, just trying to find my own niche, and Delirium was the thing that I kind of set my eyes on. So, fair warning before we start, Delirium is by far the hardest content in the game. Bar none, right? It's not even close, right? I will melt through 8 modded, tier 16, whatever. 8 modded maps, tier 16 maps. I'll just like demolish everything in the game at this point with my build. But Delirium, wow, it took me a very long time to scale my build to the point where I can really do Delirium properly. So yeah, this is a very, very hard content. So really make sure your build is strong enough to do this before you try to tackle this content. So I'll show you how the Delirium works first. Firstly, I'll do a normal map to sort of showcase how this works. Okay. Yes, let's go over here. What was that? J data over here, right? So yeah, this seems like the best place. So I'm just using one Delirium tablet, one Irradiated, and one Overseer for now. Not really being too picky on the mods. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I'm a little bit lazy on that. Okay, so how does normal Delirium work? So as usual, you just go through the Delirium mirror, and then first thing to explain is these over here.
How many boneyards there are on Raycross.
These over here are mirror shards, and these mirror shards give you special kind of bonuses. There's green one, which I think gives monster effectiveness. Purple ones, which I think is either quantity or rarity. And then the big one that we want to get is the red one. And the red mirror shards, they spawn bosses, and those red bosses, the Delirium bosses, are our main source of liquid emotions. So we want to try to get as many red ones as possible. Yep, so this is a green one. This, I think, gives monster effectiveness. Good luck to all the Headhunter gamblers. Mystic Alloy. I will... this is a full expedition. I will skip this for now, just for the sake of speed. Maybe not. I'll come back later. And do that, actually, just for speed. So you want to pop, those are fracturing mirrors. So as you're going through the Delirium mirror, you're going to get a bunch of these fracturing mirrors, and when you break them, when you get close to them, you spawn Delirium monsters that look like that, kind of white-ish, right? And those can drop emotions as well, very rare chance. Okay, red one, perfect. So that spawns bosses like that. So you just want to kind of kill these bosses, and these drop liquid emotions, like so. And then you kind of just want to sort of make your way towards the boss arena in a timely fashion. When you're doing other league mechanic, the progress bar on Delirium kind of pauses, so don't worry too much about that. Okay, that's gonna possess something. So yeah, you want to try to break as many of these fracturing mirrors as possible, because those fracturing mirrors are actually dropping simulacrum splinters, and I'll tell you how to get simulacrum splinters at the end. But these, yeah, the fracturing mirror monsters are actually dropping simulacrum splinters. You just can't see it right now, unfortunately. That could have been bad. Oh. So you want to break as many of those fracturing mirrors as possible. As you're going towards the boss, but your main objective is to go somewhat towards the boss arena, and you really want to be killing the boss. If you cannot kill the boss during the Delirium encounter, then Delirium is just not worth doing. You absolutely have to be killing the boss. So unfortunately, Essences, Rogue Exiles, and the Runestone boss, they don't seem to pause the Delirium timer for some reason, but other league mechanics do. Okay, I seem to have taken a wrong turn. I will not pick up that chance shot for the sake of speed and the video. Alright, there we go. So now we're just trying to kill the boss over here. Make sure you have a really, really strong build for this. Yeah. Delirium is very, very difficult content. So once you have killed the boss, remember I said the Delirium mobs are actually dropping simulacrum splinters? You can only get those simulacrum splinters once you end the Delirium encounter. So this is what I didn't realize later on. And you see I got 31 simulacrum splinters. These are worth like 1.5 exalts each. So that's pretty good profit, pretty steady profit from Delirium, aside from jackpot liquid emotions, and because it's, you're getting delirious, and deliriousness increases mob effectiveness. Yeah, more toughness thingo, which is more quant and rarity and things like that. You get a lot of tinks farming the strategy as well, so that's something to look forward to as well. So as you're doing these mirror content on normal Delirious, you're going to spawn something called some grand mirror, right? So you can see when you kill bosses in the Delirium, you spawn grand mirrors. You have a chance to spawn grand mirrors. Or maybe it's guaranteed, I'm not sure. But, so, yeah. You have a random chance to spawn grand mirrors, such as this over here, grand mirror. And this dupes the map boss. And then when you do those grand mirrors, you spawn an area that is covered by the Delirium Fog, like this. And this Delirium Fog, you'll do it in the Delirium tutorial area when you're doing it, but as you're going through the map and you're doing these one by one, this deliriousness is going to stack up all the way to 200%. Fair warning, anything above 150% deliriousness, yeah, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Right? So, and then once you hit 100% deliriousness or higher, you can go do the simulacrum. So that is the delirium mechanic, fully explained. There hasn't been really much of a YouTube guide for the new delirium mechanic. So yeah, as for tablet modifiers, the relevant tablet modifiers is, so these simulacrums, there are more stack size of simulacrum splinters, increased stack size, that's pretty good. And then mirror shards, increased mirror shards. Remember, mirror shards are the ones that are on the progress bars. This means you more chances of unique bosses, and the red ones also lets you go to the I'm not sure what this area is called, but the special area where you could get the new unique new delirium amulets, right? So things like this, which have two anoints over here, and the ones, and if you get a really good jackpot, you can get ones that have like meta skills and spirit skills allocated, yes, that are going to be worth multiple divines. Dude, lots of jackpot opportunities farming divines. This is really the toughest content in PoE 2 by far, but it's also the most rewarding PoE 2 content. So if your build is strong enough, and if your build is if your build is strong enough, highly recommend try doing delirium farming. Lots of, yeah. Alright. Good luck, Exiles.